In an unbelievable moment, Karoline Leavitt was fact-checked in real time, schooled by an Associated Press reporter over her continued denial of reality with regard to how tariffs work. Here is a reporter explaining how tariffs really work. Karoline Leavitt insists that that's not true. She's wrong. This is the kind of pushback and confrontation that I would like to see every single day with these liars.
You're welcome.
If we could just step back for a second. When President Trump last addressed the BRT when he was on the campaign trail, his big push was on tax cuts. He's going there today as he's proposing tax hikes in the form of tariffs. And I'm curious for why he's prioritizing that over the tax cuts.
He's actually not implementing tax hikes. Tariffs are a tax hike on foreign countries that, again, have been ripping us off. Tariffs are a tax cut for the American people. And the president is a staunch advocate of tax cuts. As you know, he campaigned on no taxes on tips, no taxes on overtime,
Remember that campaigning on something and doing it are two different things.
Taxes on Social Security benefits. He is committed to all three of those things, and he expects Congress to pass them later this year.
I'm sorry, have you ever paid a tariff? Because I have.
They
don't get charged on foreign companies. They get charged on the importers.
And ultimately, when we have fair and balanced trade, which the American people have not seen in decades, as I said at the beginning, revenues will stay here, wages will go up, and our country will be made wealthy again. And I think it's insulting that you're trying to test my knowledge of economics and
how dare you rebut my lies?
The decisions that this president has made. I'm now regret giving a question to the Associated Press. Mary, you're welcome.
Oh, these people are pathetic. Good for the reporter. Truly good for the reporter. We even heard from Peter Doocy during this press conference, where Doocy said, there seems to be such a disregard. These are my words now. There seems to be such a disregard for the stock market declines. Has somebody here short sold the Dow where they are making money from this decline? And she goes, I don't think so.
You said that the Dow dropping and dropping and dropping is a period of transition. You're sure nobody here at the White House shorted the Dow?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. But is there any concern here that it's going to be harder to ask certain federal workers to retire if they look at their retirement accounts and they're getting robbed every day?
Well, I'm glad you brought up workers, because that's exactly who President Trump is looking out for with his America First trade policy and his America First economic agenda. And
I don't think Doocy's buying it.
if you look at, there's great indication to be optimistic about where the economy stands, and the American people, investors, CEOs.
Anyway, so she's talking about optimism as the Dow was down 720 points as she was saying this. And then finally, another reporter asked, does Trump acknowledge any responsibility for the stock market chaos? What do you think she said?
Karen.
Thanks, Caroline. Just back on the markets, you said that what we're seeing this week right now on Wall Street is a snapshot of a moment in time. But does the president think he bears any responsibility for the turmoil in the stock market this week?
Look, the president is unwavering in his commitment to restore American manufacturing and global dominance. And I think he doubled down on that this morning with his new statement and the tariffs that will be implemented tomorrow. On
Better question. Does the president think he bears any responsibility for anything negative that has ever happened under his watch? You would get the same answer. The president is committed to blah, 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 blah. That's the way that these people approach it. At least, okay, I know that we're, beggars can't be choosers and we're getting scraps. At least there's an effort being made to push back against this completely bogus story that everything that Trump promised is coming to fruition and that everything is going so well. Now, I'll give you some good news. Egg price futures have started to come back down. I have no interest in hiding that from you. We got a slightly lower inflation number for February. That's great. I have no interest in hiding that from you. We will follow the facts. Egg price futures down a little bit, inflation ticking down after ticking up, stock market absolute and total fiasco. Just for kicks, because every day that we do the show, I look and it's down hundreds of points. Let's see where we are. And there we are. The Dow down another 300 points today. That's where we are. Quick break. Back after this. Data brokers are continually collecting extensive details about your online behavior, address, phone number, email, financial information, even political views. This sensitive information about you can easily be found on public data search sites by anybody, could be an ex, could be an employer, and these brokers sell the data to other businesses and even government agencies like the FBI and NSA, who can buy it in bulk to surveil Americans without a search warrant. Scammers and spammers also get your details from these lists, and that's why you get the text messages and the calls and the emails. But you can stop it. Our sponsor, Incogni, will send removal requests to data brokers who are legally obligated to comply. If any of your information remains online, Incogni will follow up and ensure that it's taken down. Incogni keeps you informed every step of the way, and it just saves you countless hours of work that would be nearly impossible to do on your own. I use Incogni, and what they've managed to do is remarkable. Go to incogni.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman for 60% off. The link is below.